All right, so I'll say 3, 2, 1, go, and you'll start on go.
Yep.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Nice. Okay, hello everyone. This is Tomb Raider 3 on the PC. The PC is the fastest version of the game, and this level is gonna go by quite quick. I messed up my movement at the start on the slopes there, so I gotta take a few less jumps. Oop. That wasn't a good start. Usually you want to get a curve jump to get to these grenades quickly. We're gonna pick up some grenades here for the final boss, not final boss, a boss later on in the game. Now that jump I did there, it seems trivial, but it's basically skipped the entire level. And now to finish it, we're gonna do a dive quicksand bug into the door, and that's jungle in under a minute. Now we're gonna be introduced to like a big mechanic in the classic Tomb Raider speedruns, and that's corner bugs. When Lara can get stuck inside the block by using corners, either by jumping or crouching, and the game has no concept of you being stuck inside an object, so it will teleport you all the way to the top of that object. Now you may saw Lara was in a glitched animation there. When I was doing that corner bug, I actually held flare, which draws a glitched flare, and usually when you fall from a high height, she stumbles. Perpetual flare cancel, as it's called, that glitched animation, cancels every single stumble. And I went around the perimeter of our room there to avoid triggering an enemy, because it's very, very important I don't trigger enemies here for a big trick coming up later in the level. Flares are important in this run. You'll see me going out of my way to pick them up. Like I said, when Lara falls from a high height, she'll stumble. A flare cancels stumbling, which saves 2 to 3 seconds. And it can also be used for remote triggering, which you'll see in this level too. Thank you. I'm gonna make first save here. There's no checkpoints in this game. If you die, you have to restart or reload to where the last checkpoint was. Well, it picked up the medipack, that's strange. Now I'm killing the enemies because it's very important I don't have any AI alive for a trick later on. So I'm gonna kill some more here. It's a kind of an elaborate setup for a trick which saves quite a lot of time. It skips a whole section of the level. So we're going to do another corner bug here. You can see a lot of crouched corner bugs throughout the run. Now a bit about the movement optimization in here. You'll see me when I'm swimming, or even when I'm turning on the ground. There's a roll maneuver where you can immediately turn 180 degrees. It's actually slower to do that than turn manually like I did there. It saves more frames by turning. And to try a tricky jump here, we call it an M-man jump because it's a jump you usually are meant to grab for, but with precise jump timing you can avoid the grab. And I got it, nice. It's a setup found by Appel, who's a great runner of the game, who's found an incredible amount of stuff for this run. Oh yeah, and if you have any questions in chat about anything, I'll answer those. the best I can. So coming up, as long as I haven't messed anything up, we should be able to do a remote trigger. So when you get stuck in blocks, sometimes there isn't a room for Lara to go. There's no block. There's like something blocking her from landing on top of it when she's stuck inside. Gonna make another save here just in case. And when she is in that state, the ability to trigger things gets passed down to the next highest priority entity. And that's usually enemies, but since all the enemies are dead, coming up in a sec, we're going to be dropping a flare, and the ability to trigger things will be passed to that flare. So if there's a trigger on this square, we're going to drop a flare here. Make our way down. Now there's nowhere for Lara to go here when she tries to embed in this block, because there's a roof. So while this is happening, it's actually triggered a pool of water to fill up, which skips a whole section of the level. And there it is. Usually you have to go all the way down that corridor, I don't know if you can see it down there, and do a whole set of puzzles and navigate through a room, do some block pushing. Costs a few minutes, this completely skips that. And I'm gonna draw a glitched flare here. It's quite a recent discovery. You can draw a flare without it taking one from your inventory, by pressing flare as you're picking up an item. One of the runners in chat, Darren K, he found that quite recently actually. And I'm just going to do a small animation cancel with it. This guy's in a really bad position. That's trolly. Wow. That's the worst luck I've ever had with that guy. Gonna do a roll cornerback here. This is kind of tricky. It might take me a few tries to do. There we go. That wasn't too bad. It can be quite precise. Now, because of that remote trigger earlier, I've actually got to do this room in basically reverse order. You're meant to pull a block, this block here, then jump up and pull the levers, but you have to do the room the opposite way around because of that remote trigger. He was. Now these guys we have to kill. They're gonna drop swords and go. They're gonna drop swords, and we need them to place inside the statue to open the door.
You have free time? TehDanza.
What?
Do you have time for me to read something?
Oh yeah, sure.
Reminder that Voltathon Sparked is raising money for the Trevor Project, the only national organization providing suicide prevention hotline to LGBTQ youth in crisis. The Trevor Project serves more than 100,000 people in LGBTQ every single year. So I'd like to make a reminder, this is all going towards the 2025. This is all also being pretty much out of pocket. Mostly for me and hope you guys are enjoying the marathon despite our little technical missteps. Hope you guys are enjoying it.
Cheers, man.
Yeah, no problem.
if you do that room in the usual order, it actually soft locks. You can't open the well, you can open the door, but oh my god, did the bullets really? Oh wow, sorry about that, Matt. I didn't expect them to be that loud. Also, I just realized my health is super low. I'm going to have to make a save here just to be safe. Like I said, there's no checkpoints. It's only going to go back to where I last saved. So hopefully this section will be nice. I guess I can talk about extended sprinting. When I'm sprinting, I'm pressing the sprint button, then I'm letting go for a very short time and then repressing it. The sprint bar pauses when you do that and lets you, it basically extends your sprint, as the name suggests. Now I need to be very careful with my health here. Sometimes the guy won't do any damage to you at all, and sometimes he will, so this could end up bad, we'll see. Now I have to go around the perimeter of the room. There is a current which tries to drag you into the spikes. And it's the reason why you can't pick up this key immediately. Let's see where he is. Okay, he's far away. I should be okay. And that's Temple Ruins. It's quite a long level. Now this is the River Ganges, and here we get introduced to vehicles. The quad bike can be a really silly vehicle to control, so you'll see me saving throughout this level, because the controls are not the best. I hugged the wall there to get a good line going through that corner. Yeah, who does leave a quad bike there? Strange. But anyway, it's useful. This level is just about driving to the end, really. There's nothing too crazy going on here. Yeah, the controls could get worse, which they will do later on. Can make another save here. That should be the last one I need to make. Oh, and I can talk about the console difference here. There's on the PlayStation version, them crystals actually become save crystals, and you collect them and you consume them to save the game. PC has unlimited saves, which is kind of easy, but it also costs time. It costs 3 seconds each save, so going without saves is better. They give you health on this version of the crystals, which is actually super useful for a skip in later on. Oh, I don't like this. No, it's good. Hello?
Dynamo?
Hey, what's going on, Bliss?
Yo.
Okay, and now we're at the end of Ganges. Short level, it's simply just a drive to the end. Nothing spectacular. Now we're coming up to the first boss level here, which is interesting. It's simply just a maze with a boss fight at the end. Now, if you remember at the start, I actually picked up grenades to grenades earlier on, and that's to kill the boss in this level quickly. So it's just sprinting through here. I'm going to be doing flare cancels where I can. And I'm going to be picking up another pack of flares here, which I'm going to need for the next set of levels. There's 4 locations in this game, and you've got to travel to each location getting an artifact. It's non-linear where you can go in the middle part of the game. You can choose between 3 locations in any order. But we have a set route, which I'll explain. And this is Tony, the boss, who's usually fire. So we're going to pick up a grenade launcher here. And the grenades from earlier gives us enough grenades to kill this guy. Flare cancelling saves, I'd like to say 2 to 3 seconds. Yeah. Now we're going to go to South Pacific. And the reason is, once again, for the boss. We need grenades to kill the boss quickly and safely. So this is why we chose this destination first. And now there's some interesting bugs in this level. The first one is called a quicksand bug. You're going to see me grabbing a ledge in mud or quicksand, and it's going to carry my momentum forward and teleport me up into a ledge. Like that. Need to dodge that spike there. I'm going to pick up a medipack here for safety. And now I'm going to abuse the save and load glitch here. As you can see, there's spikes blocking our path. If we save and load, it removes the spikes. And now I'm going to try and do a glitch to get to the end of the level here. I'm going to try and do a fast version, and hopefully I'll pull it off. Oh no. Hold on. I don't think this will work. Oh, it did work. Just gonna say before crash site. Now that was called a wall slide. And when you're embedded, you can actually press action to drop down, and then you can slide along a wall. And you can use that to glitch up to places which are away from a corner. I'm gonna collect some more grenades here for the boss.
The amount of wall hacks and out of bounds in this game is just beautiful.
Yeah, there's gonna be some crazy ones coming up soon, which is like a combination of glitches. So they'll be quite cool. Oh, and there's a really cool one at the end of this level. We're going to take a little detour here. Once again, boss related. We're going to pick up an automatic weapon, the MP5. But we're not actually going to use it directly. It's going to be used for a glitch, which you'll see in a couple of levels. All this is kind of set up to make a boss fight easy and quick. And a lot of the stuff is kind of directly in your path. So it doesn't cost much time to collect. The infamous detonator skip. Okay, now to finish this level, you usually have to collect a bunch of keys, go in the aeroplane, then open up like a rocket launcher, and blow up a wall to escape. We're just going to glitch through the wall instead. It's going to be using a setup here to find the right angle. Going to make a save as well in case it does fail. There's a chance it can fail. It's good. If that fails, you die. So you have to be a bit careful there. And now everyone's favourite level, the Doogle Gorge. This is a scary level because all of them water tiles can kill you, except for a few glitched ones which can't. Gonna try the Ant-Man jump. Nice. And this level introduces the kayak, which is pretty famous for its incredible controls. Oh, I should explain something there. You saw I drew my weapons and then turned. When Lara turns normally, she has to accelerate to her full speed to turn. Weapons will automatically be at the highest turning speed, so she will turn quicker. That's a good point too. What Midges brought up in chat is expanded or extended grabs. Grabbing late in a jump extends your distance. More so in TR2. I think in TR3, as long as you grab, it extends it. It's more the jump timing is the most important thing. So combining a really well-timed jump with the grab button will extend your jump distance to reach some really far jumps. There's a current pushing against me here, which makes this pretty tricky. We're gonna do some unorthodox parking here. This is definitely not the intended way to park and exit this vehicle, but it's the fastest way. Just leaving it on the slope. Okay, now just making our way. We're trying to... There's like a huge plug blocking the end of the level and we're just removing it. And so I'm just the level revolves around removing that plug and then making your way back to the kayak to the end of the level. But making your way back to that kayak is very tricky. But luckily there's a setup for it. There is a really tricky set of jumps coming up which might take me a few tries. Also Madubu sound. You can see the plug right there. Okay, Madubu jumps. I'm going to do a setup here which is give me the correct angle, and also these side steps are moving Lara forward slightly. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to buffer exactly 2 frames of left input at a certain point in the air. And there we go. Ooh, it's going to reset this jump. There we go. Yeah, I should have warned about the Madubu sound this time. But yeah, the jump can be tricky, but there's another setup found by Afal which makes it a lot easier to do. It's a very precise jump, but inventory buffering makes it a lot easier. There's a couple of frames you can pause on, and it's quite lenient to do with that setup. So now we just make our way to the end of the level. I'm just going to do a quick check. Okay, good health packs. The drop at the end drains so much health, it's important to have some health packs for it. And there's crocodiles too, or alligators, I'm not sure which.
What's the difference?
Yeah, that's a go find. That was a really good drop. It was quick. If you just like fly into that hole, you're dead. Like there's no two ways about it. You gotta go down along the edges. Oh, that's some bad drain. Oh, nice. Good Madubu. Now this is the boss level. Now the reason we've kept the grenades and also picked up our MP5 is for this level. Whoa, I got the stairs bug. You can run up between steps and it'll glitch you up on top. I'm not too sure why it works, but it does. Gonna make a save here. This room can be risky timing wise. I gotta hit 4 switches and avoid these rollers, which are quite deadly. There's so many ways in this game of like just getting stuck inside the block and then teleporting up. It's pretty crazy. I had a bit of a stumble there. This might be hard to make. No, we got it. So now just another trap room here. This whole level's just a bunch of traps. There's spikes coming down on my head right now. Also, I didn't need that flare. Don't know why I drew it. Could be a boulder chasing us here. There we go, and what I did there, I crouched, and I pressed the MP5 button. Then I moved forward and pressed the grenade launcher button. That combined the fire rate of the MP5 with the grenade launcher's damage. And it just kills the boss so quickly. 5 grenades kill him, and so we just need to avoid 1 bolt, and then shoot. Welcome back, Apple. Now this level has a really complex skip, and it's called the detonator skip. You need to blow up a cave to reach the latter half of the level, but you can skip it. But it's a really finicky trick. I'm not too sure, Rasky. This also introduces a swim corner bug, as if there wasn't enough bugs in this game. You can swim into a block to reach the top. Anyway, here's, as you can see, TNT there, but we don't have the detonator key to blow it up. So I'm going to get stuck in the corner, and I'm going to start a flicker motion. As you see, there's nowhere to place Lara, so she's going to flicker. And whoa, I got the fast flicker, that's good. Make a save here. I need a certain speed flicker to be able to get stuck in this corner. And now what I'm trying to do is slowly embed across into this wall and find the right angle. This isn't looking too good. I have a feeling this will fail. Oh wow. Okay. Gonna make another save. Just in case I fail the last part. So I'm holding roll here to flicker way up the wall. It's called a fast flicker. And now I'm gonna stop at the top, press forward and right and hold roll, and then she'll teleport on top. Wow. Incredible, Nevada. The step bug was the icing on the cake. It's actually, I rarely get that, so... And now it's just a precise jump to end. You usually need a quad bike to end, to reach the end, but you can literally just grab this fence. Okay, now we're on to high security compound. Lara's weapons and equipment has been taken away from us. And I'm going to make a save here, because this guy can kill us. Cheers, man. Alright, cool. That worked. Now, we usually need to push some blocks here, but we can do a really complex trick just to save 2 seconds. Let's hope I can get it first try. If you don't get it first try, it doesn't save time. But... that was incredible. What I did there was wall slide into the corner, then find a particular angle and then roll, and it places you on top of the box. Now, usually here you have to rely on RNG, where prisoners kill guards for you. But there's another strat to avoid needing to rely on RNG, and it's quite funny too. Yo yo.
Yeah, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Just set up my stuff for
Awesome.
later.
Okay, now I'm gonna wait for the guy to go on the tile of the door, and I'm gonna save and load twice. When I load for the first 2 frames, the door actually closes and damages the guard. So we 2 hits kill him. And now there's going to be a kind of scary part coming up. I won't be able to save for the rest of the level after a certain point coming up. So it's going to be kind of scary. I might need to concentrate a bit throughout it just so I don't die. But it should be okay. And we killed the other guard with water. Just spawned in some water and he died. Yeah, Blackjack. Some things get reset by saves and unloads and get like kind of reinitialized or something. Gonna make a save here. Now health crystals are super important because they allow this skip to happen. I actually died there, but the health crystal revived me. And now I'm in zombie mode, where I can't use my inventory. And I'm gonna have to concentrate for this trick here. Got it. Okay, that was the crawl space embed. I do a corner bug in the crawl space and Lara gets stuck in the ceiling. And then I have to turn her around with walk and find a particular angle so she teleports up the top. And that also has skipped a trigger, which allows us to completely skip a part of the level later on.
So are all of the like the skips and the glitches, are they all done in the intersections where 2 parts of the meet, geometry wise?
Yeah.
I'm guessing, yeah.
Always on corners, mainly. The later Tomb Raiders actually, well, and some earlier Tomb Raiders allow you to not do it on cons as well. But that's another story. There's tons of different ways to embed. Now we have to rely on RNG here, which can be really bad. Let's see. This isn't looking too good. Oh, never mind. They actually killed him quick. We need an item again, just to progress the level. What's my health like? Okay, I can't take too much damage here. There's a drop coming up which I need a lot of health for. Wow. For some reason my sprint was really long. I'm gonna use 2 health packs just to make sure I get the drop. I have backup medipacks routed in anyway for you in case I run out of them. Let's have a look. Okay. Now usually there's a current here which forces you into a fan which kills you, but that weird trick I did earlier on, where I was in the ceiling, that skipped that current being activated, and that whole section of the level is just skipped. The game has stuff called flip maps, where if you hit a trigger it loads an alternate room. So say there's a room which has a pool but it's empty. There's an alternate room which actually has that pool filled with water. So to create that effect of it filling up, it just swaps rooms without you realizing.
When you're falling from a high height, does the angle have to be at like a 45-degree angle or better to like not damage your player?
Oh, for that it was just I needed to land on top of the slope.
Okay.
If I dropped all the way down to the edge, it would have killed me.
Kind of hug the wall kind of thing as you go.
Yeah,
down.
yeah, trying to land right on top. I'm gonna pick up some stuff here. I'm not gonna pick up the pistols because we will get them automatically on the next level and they're not needed. I'm not sure what pace this is because I don't have the timer running, but I think it's pretty good. It might be close to PB, I'm not sure. This is a weird corner bug here. We use Lara's walking ability to kind of walk along the wall, so it teleports us up. Good RNG. Oh, good luck.
There's about 10 seconds stream delay, so I reckon you're on about 38-20.
That's good. Really good. And now this is the end of High Security Compound. Even with all the skips, it's quite a long level. There's some really long levels in this game. But even with a lot of skips. Now the Desert Eagle I picked up is such like an important gun in the game, especially for the final boss. Ammo management is going to be crucial for it. And that's, whoa, really good HSC. It's 111. Just killing this guy just because he's gonna get my nose. Yeah, 111.24. I got it recently. It might be 111.40 something. I got it 2 weeks ago, I think. By the end of the game, I need to have at least 50 Desert Eagle bullets. In the route, we have 3 spare bullets. So if I miss 4 shots, I will need to find another pickup. Just going to kill this guy. Otherwise, he'll activate some lasers. You can still get through, but it's just slow. You may as well take the time to kill him and sprint. Now this is meant to be Area 51. There's all alien stuff on here. I'm gonna make a quick save because I can get trolled really hard coming up. Gonna stick close to this wall and hopefully manipulate him. That's good. Okay. Now I'm gonna collect some Desert Eagle ammo here. Because it's well placed in the route. And some epic music's gonna play. And coming up is another crazy skip called Launch Skip, which combines a set of wall slides and flickers to skip a pretty big section. Taking a safer, more marathon-friendly route there to collect a large medipack and a shotgun. Or the shotgun isn't too useful, it's just nice to have it in the road there. Something else to note, some crawl spaces I'm actually pressing draw weapon when I'm exiting them, because it lets me exit them a bit more quicker.
I love how the AI are trying to run, even though there's no way they're getting inside that
Yeah. Okay, so this is Launch Skip, is corner bug, and now a wall slide, and now I need to flicker along. It's a slow flicker, but it worked. Yeah, and everything in this game wants to attack Lara. Like, even rats, monkeys, like, birds. Everything just wants to ruin Lara's day. But we can't let that happen. I'm gonna press roll here and drop. For another wall. Oh my god. I accidentally loaded. Oh my god. Nice.
The animation sequence in the wall.
Yeah, well that was a bit of a fail. How much is it? That's only like a minute for, but I must have hit the load key instead, that's strange. Oh well, at least we get to listen to music again. That was a really I should have put the light on in my room. That might have helped a bit, but it's not too bad a time loss, honestly.
You just hate to see that kind of thing happen.
I know, right? Luckily it isn't too bad. There we go. So take 2 of Launch Skip. I think that would have actually worked first try, but there we go. Yeah, the reason Lara flickers is when you're... if you can't place her on top of the block she's in, it sends her to a place called no space, which is just literally a blank space, and it just tries to reposition her, and that's why she flickers. Okay, good wall slide. Ah, didn't get the flicker. Launch Skip can be trolly. And the reason I turn before wall sliding is it only works in a particular angle. Okay, I actually saved this time, that's good. And that's Launch Skip. It's a series of flickers to get to the top of our room. Gonna do a minor trick here. It's kind of hard to visualize, but I'll try and explain it. I'm doing something called a jump by. I jump through the corner, so it skipped an enemy trigger. I actually jumped between the block and the trigger itself, and it completely skipped it. So there's usually an annoying guard here, but he's gone now because we didn't spawn him. So we're off to find. The whole game revolves around finding artifacts, and there's a UFO in this place, and it's quite a unique UFO in the fact that its interior is bigger than what it looks like on the outside. Not that I've come across many UFOs in my time, so all UFOs could be like this, but
Maybe they're friends of the Time Lords.
okay. I need to kill this guy here, otherwise he's really annoying. Let's see if I can get the grabless jumps here. Nope, didn't get that one. You can usually tell if it's gonna work or not. Yeah, this is the really like stereotypical Area 51 aliens level. Wow, that was lucky. That nearly failed. I'm not too sure, Rasky. It might be. I'm sure it is flip map related. Hey, pretty trashy. I loaded on this level instead of saving at some point. Anyway, we're getting to the end of this now. Just finding an artifact, and we get to go to London, which has even more crazy glitches. Sometimes you'll notice me pressing roll on the edge of a block. It saves frames. It's slightly faster to roll off an edge. Now, this disc I picked up earlier opens up a UFO. I don't know why. But as you can see here, that's a pretty small UFO, right? But when you go inside, it's like the size of a mansion. I don't know how they managed it. Wow. That was bad luck. Hello? The ledge? There we go. It wouldn't let me, Am I saving this time? Yeah, okay. It wouldn't let me, run. Anyway, we're off to London. And now coming up is the longest level in the game. It's a really, really long and challenging level. Runners just absolutely hate this level because of how long it is. Oh, if I could grab. I'm actually joking, the level's over. There's actually no glitches involved there, and it's a 30-second level. It's just clever jumps to make it to the end trigger. It's actually meant to be like a 20-minute long level, but yeah, they kind of messed up a bit. Now we're on to Aldwych, which has... Whoa, nice jumping corner bug, accidentally. Yeah, the IL is 15 seconds, that's a good point. Gonna use the shotgun to kill enemies here. Well, I messed up with a shotgun. Now I'm going to do a strat called RNG Hell, which is really tricky. I really doubt I'll pull it off, but it doesn't hurt to try it. So this guy has to hit a square to trigger a flip map. And we're going to do some more remote triggering here.
Those rats are huge.
Yeah. The rats are what kills a strat coming up. Because they can just block your path completely. Hope this is the right square. Yeah. I need to drop a flare on that square to open up a set of turnstiles. But doing that breaks the end of a level, as in I literally can't access the end. So what I'm trying to do is drop a flare on another square and then close it after I've gotten past, but the timing is super tight. Like really, really tight. Oh, I've got bad RNG, I'm not going to make it. That's a shame. What you would do is run through the turnstile and then corner bug, and it fixes the end of a level. Right now I can't access it, so I need to trigger what fixes the level manually. So that's what I'm going to do now. I've only managed to pull off that strat once in a run, which is in my PB. Oh yeah, there could be some dog drain here. Dogs are like the worst enemy in this game. They can kill you so quickly. They don't do much damage, but when they attack, it can like kind of stack up and just completely drain you. It's insane. Luckily it didn't happen that time. I won't save this jump. Hopefully it won't go wrong. Yeah, it's fine. If you fall down that hole, it's kind of dead. But it's fine. Now the next level has a really funny glitch. I'm probably going to save here. Let me check, I'm actually saving and not loading. There we go. I'm gonna pick up the safety medipack too, even though I probably don't even need it at this point. And there was a bunch of like people on the ground. I really don't know why, but they're on the ground. Gonna do a setup here too. There's barbed wire. You can't see it because of the graphic glitch, but there's barbed wire around there, and that jump allows you to dive down here without getting killed by it. If you land on top of barbed wire, you get impaled by it, and it's an instant kill. Now the UPV is a very interesting vehicle. I went into a wall there and pressed roll to exit, but then I cancelled it immediately by accelerating, and this has put her in a glitched state. And now every time you do that, while she's on the UPV, she doesn't need to breathe. She has infinite breath. But only while she's on the UPV.
Would you usually have to like take air, you know, go up for air, then go back down?
Yeah, there's a little like air pools and stuff. You like usually kind of need to take a breath between each one of these lever pulls. There's like 4 different ones, but you can do it all continuously with this glitch. And it also has another interesting side effect, which you'll see at the end of the level, which is pretty nuts.
Is that an eel or a crocodile?
It's a crocodile.
Oh,
Yeah.
like an eel.
Crocodiles in London. It's a interesting thing. So yeah, just managing, trying to optimize my movement to go through these sections. Pick up a crystal to heal. Now, there's actually a whole other section of this level which you're meant to do to raise the level of the water, so we can reach the end. But as I was saying, with this UPV glitch, it gives you infinite breath. It also has another property which allows us to reach the end of a level, which you're gonna see in about 10 seconds time, maybe 15. It's coming up regardless. And yeah, you just fly to the end. Now this level is really difficult. It might take me a few attempts. It's really tricky. It requires really precise timing, but I think I've got it. We're going to be using the aura of the enemy to push us into a block to raise us up. And I got it. Just hope I don't mess up the rest of the level. If you fail that jump, it's run over. You have over a second window to make it. Good city. And now we're on to the final area of the game. Gonna dive into the water to get some more Desert Eagle ammo.
Let's get ready on time if you're still on.
Yeah, there's 4 levels left. There's about 20 minutes I think left. Now, ooh, nice zoom in. The room's dark a minute at the moment because I forgot to turn the light on, so I was trying to find the save hotkey. Now, as you can see, there's a new meter on the screen. It's like a light blue meter. That's a freezing meter, and because it's freezing water, if it depletes, Lara starts losing health rapidly. But if you just save and load, it will reset it. So you can just save and load your way to the end of the level where we're going to do a swim bug to reach the end. Usually you have to do a bunch of stuff like getting a speedboat and opening a path for the speedboat to reach the end. But we don't need to do that. That's the last save and load I should need for this.
What's WR?
111.
You're like an hour range right now.
Sup, rep. Wow, I got the fast grab. An hour. Trying to think what that's gonna be like time-wise. It's good either way. It's gonna be decent run. Now RX Tech Mines is a really long level. Like actually long, this one is.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It's about 13 minutes. It's even with skips, it's still really long. There's a little door puzzle here where you have to just find a trigger and open the doors in the correct like order. But we'll just remote trigger it with a flare and skip doing that puzzle. This level also introduces mine carts, which are like... It's
Not
just...
mine cards.
Yeah, mine, like... It's a horror vehicle to introduce. Hopefully I'll get good luck here. You can actually get bad luck and get burnt, but not bad time is good. Yeah, Riku knows about the fire. Damn, I wish I could turn my light on right now, but I have enough time coming up to do that. The only control you have over the minecart is the brake. If it goes too fast around the corner, Lara will fall out a bit and she'll die. And it's the most pathetic death animation, but it's a death nonetheless. Oh my god. She may be too fast. Oh, that's lucky. If I went any faster, then I would have died.
You almost derailed.
Yeah, I was really lucky. If it was a bit faster, I would have been rip. Oh, we're gonna do something here called a dive bug. I totally forgot about this trick actually. Let me save. We're going to dive to a particular spot, and it's just going to cancel the damage from the dive. So right where the floor and the wall meets, we're going to try and land, which I did there, and it cancels damage.
What?
Nice avoided poison.
What is Tomp exactly?
It's a nickname we have for Tomb Raider, and it's just become used like throughout the community now. So we just call it Tomp.
Where does the P come from?
No idea
I
if I'm
guess.
honest with you.
I don't know.
Perhaps Riku can explain the origins better. He's been around a lot longer than I have. Just doing some side flips to avoid damage. There's just a bunch of drills here as well. I don't know. There we go. That's sort of where Tomp
Tomb Raider is how the Germans say it.
Raider.
Is there a lot of loud audio coming in? So I can like try to read something so I can get drawn out again, or what?
I'm trying to think. There's not too much audio. I'm gonna be flickering along the wall for like 40-ish seconds to a minute. Oh, there's a drill, sound of a drill. But Okay, that's a fast flick. I'm gonna put my light on quickly.
Just a reminder, everyone, this is about raising money for the Trevor Project, the only national organization providing suicide prevention hotline to LGBTQ youth in crisis. The Trevor Project serves more than 100,000 LGBTQ youth every single year with life-saving programs. This entire marathon is being ran by Team Voltage, pretty much out of pocket, from both me and Fives and everyone else. So far, we've raised $620. Our initial goal was $250, so we've met our goal twice. We raised it to $1,000 because we wanted to double up and see if we can get to it. So let's see what we can do, guys.
Awesome stuff. Be great if you could reach the goal. That's gonna be great. It's for a good cause too. Really good cause. Let's see what my ammo's like. Okay, it's good. Coming up is the I think, wow, nice, is the only place we actually use a flare for light in this whole round. And that's not good. I hit the wall. But yeah, we just use it for light there, because Van Newton can be a hell of a troll. And that we do technically use it for a cancel here, although it's super slight. It's like just a tiny cancel. So if we're doing well on ammo, we're going to pick up the last 2 Desert Eagle clips we need for the final boss. So that's one of them. The next one is in the water here. Let me check my health packs. That's good.
We have a $5 donation from Anonymous. Thank you, Anonymous. Appreciate it.
Awesome stuff. Hit the slope. So we're coming up to the end of this level now. We need to find a battery and a winch to drop this thing and open the door. There's no way to skip it, unfortunately. Hey, nice movie. There's gonna be another roll corner bug here. Let's hope I can get it. Wow, that's good. First try. Roll corner bugs are quite precise. It requires there's not many angles which allow for it, but sometimes it's the only way you can get a flicker like that. If I try to do a regular corner bug, then dropped and try to change my direction, which you can do, if I'd done it in that particular instance, I would have died from fall damage. So it had to be a roll corner bug. Yeah, if you could skip the level, it would. If you could skip the Dover level, it would be trivial, and You could do this game in under 1 hour, probably. Actually, definitely. Just some more minecart shenanigans, and then it's the last 2 levels of a run, which are both short, as long as I play well. The next level coming up is actually meant to be a really long level, but it's broken by another remote trigger, which skips the entire point of the level as well. This is really good. And then it's just the final boss. So we're going to use our collected items here, just to
I love how I can hear the stream and Bio plays background.
yeah, so placing them 2 items just open the door. I'm gonna do a bit more of the save and load glitch here to stop our freeze meter from draining. Bahamut works on tasks. He's working on Tomb 2 at the moment, Tomb Raider 2. And he's done some Tomb 3 ones in the past, but because new glitches were getting found, he postponed it. Hey, Sporter. I don't need to pick up a health pack, but just in case. I think that's become a habit from there's another category, secrets, which is collecting all the secrets, and I needed a health pack from there as well. That was a good RX tech, it was nearly sub 12, really good. Now this is Tinos. The whole point of this level is to collect 4 masks from like 4 different elemental areas and use it to open the end of the level. We're going to completely ignore that and just open up the end of the level straight away and reach it by using some remote triggering and some flip map trickery. I'm going to need to make sure to save before this one because there's a risky jump which I need to make. You can jump across the bridge, but it's quite a precise jump. There's a good setup, but there's also a good chance it can fail. This level the normal way is really hard. Remote triggering is using an item other than Lara to activate the trigger. So I'm going to drop a flare here. This is going to open the end of the level. And because the flare was spawned first, before any enemies, it's going to be the highest priority entity. I'm going to do the setup here. Hope it works. Nice. And now I'm going to embed Lara in this corner. The flare is taking priority and it's opened the end of the level. And this level is really long and quite brutal too, so it's nice we can skip it. And then we're on to the final level, which is Meteorite Cavern, which is what we've been collecting all the Desert Eagle ammo for. I'm just doing 10 shots each time, which stuns him, and then we collect an artifact. And then, once all the artifacts are picked up, shoot him 10 more times and he'll die. The best way I can explain it, Clots, is you know when Lara gets stuck? something else other than Lara will activate things. This is usually nerve-wracking when you're on PB pace, because it can be quite scary on PB pace, and even once you kill the boss, it's not over. You have to escape with a series of tricky jumps. And there's actually a trick at the end. There's a trick at the end which I've actually lost a run to. It's within like the last 10 seconds of a level, and it opens the door sooner. When they're called flip maps, clots, they load up an alternate room. So one room had the death ray, one room didn't. And the trigger I dropped the flare on turns on the flip map, but the trigger after it turns it off. So obviously when I run through there normally, the room's going to be filled with the death ray because the flip map is off. But if I drop a flare, run through the off trigger, then activate it to turn it on after I've gone past, the flip map will remain on. It's really confusing, and it wasn't the best explanation, but that's the kind of flip map logic of which breaks a couple of these levels.
Just let me know when time is.
Yeah.
Team viewer decides is PC.
Okay. I'll give you a shout out now. It's when I enter the let me make a save actually, just in case something goes wrong. It's when I enter, run past the gate at the end. I'll still show the time. So I'm going to try and skip the trigger here. And I got it. Great. Wow. Be useful if I could run. There we go. That was slow. But 3, 2, 1, time.
Wrong ladder. Looks like I got anyway. 1803.
Wow, that's
Yes.
much better than... Well, that was really good. Yeah, really, really good.
Good run, dude.
Thank you.